Assalamualikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. Today's class we will learn the last characteristic of a noun and the most important characteristic of a noun, that is i'rab of a noun. Most important characteristic of a noun, that is i'rab of a noun. As said earlier, i'rab is state of a word. What is i'rab? I'rab is a state of a word. State of a word. So here we are discussing about the nouns. So i'rab, state of a noun. The nouns are in three states. Okay, the nouns are in three states. Three states. Like humans have got different emotions. For example, the humans, the three states, like the humans are happy, sometimes they are sad, or sometimes they are angry. Similarly, words also show different states. So the three states of a noun are the three states of a noun are first one. So the first state of a noun is marfu, that is marfu'un. By default, all nouns are in marfu state. By default, all nouns are in marfu state. So the marfu state is known as nominative state. Nominative state. Now coming to the second state of a noun. So the second state of a noun is mansub. Okay, mansubun. So mansub is known as accusative state. Accusative state. And the last state is majroor. The last state of a noun is majroorun, and it is known as genitive state. As said earlier, all nouns are in marfu state. By default, all nouns are in marfu state. Marfu state. Now, the state of a noun can be identified by the signs at the end of the letter of a noun. Okay, if you want to know the state of a noun, whether it is marfu, mansub, or majroor, that can be identified by the signs at the end of the letter of a noun. So let us see what are the signs of the state of a noun in order to identify which is marfu, mansub, or majroor. So the first state is marfu. Okay, so first we will discuss about singulars, then duals, then plurals. So in a state, marfu state, so in singular, the marfu state is identified by a dhamma or a double dhamma at the end of the noun. So by seeing the single dhamma or double dhamma at the end of the noun, we can say the noun is in marfu state. Now coming to the second state, that is the mansub state. So the mansub state is identified by fatha, that is zabar, or double zabar, that is double fatha at the end of the noun. By seeing this sign at the end of the noun, we can say the noun is in mansub state. It is in case of singulars. And the third state is majroor. Majroor, how can you identify? By seeing the case ending with a kasra, that is zir, or double zir, that is double kasra at the end of the noun. It is in case of singular nouns to identify in which state these nouns are. Now let us learn about dual nouns. So in order to identify a dual noun to be marfu, the case ending should end with alif noon. Okay, alif noon with a kasra. If a dual noun is said to be marfu, then the case ending should have alif noon with a kasra at the end. Now the mansub state. The mansub state in a dual noun can be identified with a ya noon at the end. Ya noon with a kasra at the end. So by seeing this sign, we can say the dual noun is in mansub state. Now coming to the third state of a noun, that is the majroor state. So in majroor state, same ya noon at the end of the noun. By seeing the ya noon at the end of the noun, we can say the dual noun is in the majroor state. Then how to identify it, whether the dual noun is in mansub state and a majroor state with the same case endings? It can be identified by in the context that whether the given dual noun is in the mansub state or in the majroor state. Now coming to plural nouns, that is how can a plural noun, masculine plural nouns can be identified whether it is a marfu. So if the plural noun ends with a case ending, that is waw noon. Okay, waw noon, then such plural nouns are known as marfu state, are in marfu state. Now how to identify a mansoob plural? Okay, mansoob plural, the case ending should ends with ya noon. Okay, ya noon with a fatha. So any plural noun which ends with a ya noon with a fatha over it, then such plural nouns are in the mansoob state. Now coming to the third state of a noun, that is majroor. How to identify a given plural noun is in majroor state. Similarly here also by seeing the case ending, that is ya noon with a fatha. And how to identify that is mansoob and a majroor? By context we can make out the given plural noun is in the mansoob state or in the majroor state. Now how to identify a given plural feminine nouns are in a marfu state. So if a feminine plural noun ends with atun, that is alif ta with a tanween, then the given feminine plural noun is in the marfu state. Now how to identify a mansoob state in feminine plurals? That is, if the case ending ends with alif ta with a double kasra at the end, then such plural nouns are mansoob state. And the majroor state can be identified by atin similar to mansoob state, that is alif ta with a double kasra at the end. So by seeing these case endings, we can say that the given noun is a marfu state or a mansoob state or a majroor state. The mansoob and the majroor state are same both for plurals and for duals. They can be identified whether the given noun is a mansoob state or a majroor state by in context. But in singular, you can see for marfu state dhamma, mansoob state fatha, and the majroor state kasra. Note, a singular noun and a broken plurals are twin brothers. The singular nouns and the broken plurals, that is the irregular plurals. The above plurals what we have taught are regular plurals, but here the singular plurals and the broken plurals are twin brothers, that is they have the same case endings, like the singular noun. That is for marfu they have got dhamma. So for marfu state they have got dhamma at the case ending. Both the singular nouns and the broken plurals, both will be having dhamma at the case ending. Now in the mansoob state, both will be having fatha at the case ending. Okay, single dhamma or a double dhamma, single fatha or double fatha. Similarly for the majroor state, both the singular nouns as well as the broken plurals will be having the kasra at their case ending. That is single kasra or double kasra, mansoob state single fatha or double fatha, or the marfu state single dhamma or double dhamma. So these singular and broken plurals are known as twin brothers because they will be having the same case endings. In today's class, we will cover the i'rab in masculine nouns. Okay, we will study about the i'rab in masculine nouns. So let us study some examples here. First we state, we will write whether it is a marfu state and singulars. We will study about singulars, how to identify marfu in a singular. So here you can see the singular nouns marfu muslimun. Okay, marfu muslimun, by seeing the case ending, that is it's ending with a double dhamma, then this muslimun is a in the marfu state. If we add alif lam, as said earlier, when alif lam is been added, the single dhamma, double dhamma will be changed to single dhamma. So muslimun, al muslimun. So both are in marfu state in singular nouns. So here in the mansoob state, the singular nouns can be identified by double fatha or a single fatha when alif lam is been added. So it is in the mansoob state, musliman and al muslimun. So here we learn a small rule that whenever a double tanween, a double fatha is been written at the end of the letter, then a alif should be added. But when alif lam is being written, then the double fatha, there is no need of adding an alif. So this alif is known as alif of protection. Alif of protection. So whenever we are writing a double fatha at the end of the word, then it should be an alif should be added separately along with this letter. That is double fatha, one alif should be added. But when alif lam is been added, then the double fatha changes to single fatha and the alif of protection is not being added here. So this is the small rule we need to identify. That is by double fatha we can make out the given double fatha or single fatha. The given noun is in the mansoob state in singular nouns. In the majroor state, we can see singular nouns muslimin, that is double kasra. When alif lam is added, it is changed into single kasra. So muslimin, by seeing the case ending double kasra or a single kasra, the given singular noun is in the majroor state. Now let us learn about the dual nouns, how to identify in which state they are. So here we can see in the marfu state, the dual nouns can be identified by alif noon at the end, that is muslimani. If alif lam is added, al muslimani, there is no change after adding alif lam. The alif lam is only to specify a Muslim, that is definite and indefinite. But here muslimani, alif noon at the end, we can identify that the given noun is in marfu state in dual nouns. So here how to identify a dual noun in a mansub state by seeing the ya noon at the ending, that is muslimaini. If you add alif lam, al muslimaini. So by seeing these case endings, we can identify a given dual noun is in mansub state. Now coming to the third state, that is the majroor state. So in the majroor state also, the dual nouns are identified by the case ending, that is ya noon at the end. Here also ya noon at the end, that is muslimaini and muslimaini, similar to the mansub state. Similar to mansub state, we can see muslimaini and muslim al muslimaini. Similarly in the majroor also muslimaini. So by context we can make out the given dual noun is in the mansub state or in the majroor state. So by seeing the case endings, we can identify in which state the given noun is. Now coming to the plurals, masculine plurals. How to identify a given masculine plural is in marfu state, that is by adding waw noon at the end, muslimuna, al muslimuna. So after adding alif lam, there is no change here at the ending. So it is al muslimuna. So muslimuna, al muslimuna, they both are in the marfu state. By seeing the case endings, we can identify a given plural noun is in the marfu state. Now the mansubs can be identified by ya noon with a fatha, that is muslimina, al muslimina. By seeing these case endings, we can identify a given plural noun is in the mansub state. The majroor state of a plural nouns can be identified by the case endings ya noon, that is muslimina, ya with noon kasra, fatha over the noon, that is muslimina, al muslimina. So this is the majroor state of a plural noun. The mansub state and the majroor state are the same. They can be identified by the context, whether they are mansub or majroor state. As said earlier, the singular and the plural, broken plurals are in the same ending, same case endings. The singular nouns and the broken plurals will be having the same case endings. Same case endings. Let us take an example. So for singular nouns, the marfu state is dhamma or a double dhamma. For mansub state, it is fatha or a double fatha. And for the majroor state, it is single kasra or a double kasra. So if you see the broken plurals, we can see in the marfu state kitabun, kutubun. For the mansub state, kitaban. And for the majroor state, you can say kutubin. Okay. So here you can see the case endings. The case endings for broken plurals and for the singular nouns are the same. That is kutubun, kutubin and kitabun ban. That is at the case ending double fatha, you can see at the case endings. So in this way, both the singular nouns and the plural broken plurals will be having the same case endings. So we'll revise once again. That is singular nouns marfu, mansub, majroor state, they'll be having marfu state dhamma or a double dhamma. Broken plurals will be having double dhamma. The mansub state fatha for singular plurals, for singular nouns, and for broken plurals will be having double fatha at the end, that is kutuban. And for majroor state, for singular nouns will be having single kasra or a double kasra. For broken plurals will be having the double kasra at the end, that is kutubin. So both singular and plural nouns will be having the same case endings. Inshallah, in the next class, we will begin with state of a noun in feminine plurals, feminine nouns. So do subscribe the channel and share with your friends. Ma salam.